This. All right, everybody. All right, we're on YouTube this week because Stream is not working very well. And I am rendering something right now that, so we're going to go over Kingdom Wars. So, hopefully, you all have had a good time with it. So, everybody always uses me as a storehouse. Let's go into Kingdom Wars on War Dragons. Let's look at the map. Now, this particular game is a hate and love, evidently, between all the players. So, let's look at the game board and see what we have done and what others have done too. So, my strategy was to build wide, and the green area is ours, and to create a supply line that wasn't as fragile, so that people could cut us off. Once we conquered a monument, we surrounded the monument with tiles. And that was, worked out really well because people just leave that alone. It's too much work to go to another monument. So the one to the right, that's a major monument. And of course, we own that one. We surrounded it. 2-tile wide bridge. And then this monument 1 is the one that we've been really challenged on in this particular league. And they keep trying to get it. We get it back. And we've actually lost it twice, I think. But look at all these other ones. Now, I love the way the game board is set up. So if you press a button here, let's say number 2, you want to see where they're at, it'll highlight their domain under Kingdom Wars. And so they are 5,000 behind us. And this is the area in which they've conquered. Now, personally, it's all a matter of a randomization. But if you are on the outskirts of the map, I think you'll be challenged a lot less. It's those that are in the middle that are challenged the most. And we started out, and there was no challengers. In this particular Gold 4 League, nobody played the first day. The first 20 hours was empty. And then for some reason, they woke up on Friday night. And now you start to see our board being a little more full, but some are inactive teams. And why? The War Dragons PG, you should just disband them and make the few players that are in it that want to play find another team. Just disband inactive teams. Otherwise, you get stuff like these small tiles up there and teams that score 0 points. So I would actually, I love this board on the right, and it just pops out. And then your view team plan. So I actually update any officer or leader can. I put down that we have this event pretty much won. Please save crates and chests you accumulate. You will need those in the next event. And save any rubies you might get. Don't waste it. We've already got this one. We're 5,000 lead for a few more hours. So we pretty much got that one. Because that's these guys down there. And they really don't have another monument that they can go to where they're just milking the 2 1s and the 2. So, and we got such a good jump start that we didn't have to worry about it. But they would have actually been our biggest competition. Black Angels, which is another one, they done very well. You can see here, notice on the bottom, they have a tile that's separated from their capital. They had a line there, and then what ended up happening, Nano ended up interrupting that supply line. They cannot expand off of that lowly tile until they reattach a supply line. So basically, it'll get gangrene and fall off. It's pretty much. So that, actually the board is laid out really well. You cannot go to tiles that are fully engulfed by water. So this is a disadvantage for us because we have this like lake in between us, and we can't go above it. We have to go around it. We can't go over it. I don't understand why, because we have dragons, they can fly, over water. But if I wanted another monument, I would come up this way and hit that monument too. But it's not necessary for us. If you click on a tile, I can mark and unmark tiles. Leaders and officers can those, and they show up as a red skull. Let's look at that. So, click on here. So, Perna is at 3.9 thousand out of 5,000 goal. Once they hit 5,000, they get the tile. We're at 2.8 thousand. If I hit attack, and I go into, these are all the bases within Perna. And a thing that I think that PG should do, like they did with King of the Hill, once you attack one base, it grays it out, and they have to go to another base. But this one, you can find a favorite base and just keep hitting it over and over and over and over again. But let's try a base. So, I already know Black Cat. That's a 2-dragon because I have to need Death Gaze, which, you know, I don't understand why people build those up. But if you've got Death Gaze, it's a dead goner. But let's try Tito. I haven't tried this one yet. It uses 4 energies. Alright. So, these are the dragons I have to choose from. Some of them, I haven't done my XP runs. I'm only, I really don't want to do a whole lot with some of these. I mean, Leos is just about there. For one more XP run, he'd be done there. But look at the base. Always look at the base before you do it. Now, this one actually took the small island and they fortified it with high-level farms, which, no big deal. I've got Ember, no big deal. The rest of this is actually fairly simple for my dragon to hit. So let's go into it. I'm going to use Equestor. I nicknamed Equestor Janitor because always cleans the house. So, I won't invite teammates because I think I'll need my Ember. So these Thunderbolts are not affected by Maj bases just yet. So they are deadly. Always sort of cock the hammer. Cock the hammer before you go around the corner. This way you can hit it quickly. This is a sorcerer type dragon, which allows you to just sort of swipe. Now this is where he thinks I will have a hard time. And I kind of guessed that I would. So I'm fine with this. We're just going to fly over these guys. So I'm fine with that. I'll bring Ember back. I want to build up my rage. I want to build up my rage, and then I want to clean house over here. Excuse me. Alright, swap. Now I'll show you why this isn't a very smart idea. So I can hit Ember. This is a very low level dragon, but it has the Death's Gaze, which is that skull. One shot, and that's dead. One shot, it's dead. And one shot, this base is conquered. That's got to be humiliating. I would put a 43 tower or something like that in the middle of those, just because. But to have a red level, a beginner's dragon, be able to knock that out, I don't see it. I just don't see it. And if another team member had Inky or Ember in their lineup, they would have just chose it too. Alright, I get 115 points for this, and one chest fell. during that run. Let's go up here to, let's move you guys over here, to our info board. That tab pops down, and to the left it shows our how much energy I've got, how much points per hour I've been getting, our team ranking, and my rank globally, which is only 12,500, and my total points and how many interfires I have, which is none. So as the leader of our team, I really spend almost all my potions and interfires. I give them away in order to get my team into some points to get a good dragon. So all this, I just got some points, right? What do you do with them? Go into points achievement after you hit prizes and ranks, and you will see here points. So I got 115 points for that, right? So if I was starting off at 0, I would get all of these and all of these. I would get 50 sigils total for just one hit. Now, I've gotten a lot more than that, obviously. What do you do with sigils? That's the whole point. Every season, it's all about sigils. Because you hit the season tab up on top, you'll see dragons and riders displayed here. And you usually always put one dragon on sale for the first 2 weeks. I always get it. I have not been disappointed with these dragons. I think Leos was a on sale dragon, and Chimerack was an on sale dragon. Karen was an on sale. All of them are fantastic dragons. I could take them and all of them could destroy the base we just did. But let's go in here and let's go into the one dragon I chose this season, which is Ibrean. Ibrean was the on sale dragon. It's a hunter. And at the very beginning, this would be only 50 sigils. So you could actually go through all this, and I've already worked this line as far as I wanted. If I wanted it to get Noleg, which I didn't want, I always get the gold chest, by the way. But I've got 145 sigils right now in the bank. I could get that silver chest if I wanted. So all these different things you would progress. Pick one thing, and stay on that line. Because over here, there's the dragon on the second line. And then all these stones make it stronger and stronger and stronger as you progress in the game. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. Let's go back to prizes and ranks. We also have team achievements. So as many as your team members achieve these points, that you get these prizes to the right. I have a fairly new team. So hitting the third team achievement as far as we've gotten so far. We're only like a few players away from the fourth one, which would be the first time we've done that. Over in the armory, what do you do with those chests? Well, you can cash them in. So on this one, I can cash in my gold chest if I want. Runic chests do not drop. A runic chest actually gives you runes in order to make your dragon, augment the dragon in order to make it stronger. And if you hit, the button here for bronze, it tells you what you win. It's a total random, usually a low item. And then quests. We have quests. So quests are new, and you have daily quests, 3 of them, and you can win these things in the chest. Right now, my team is winning level 4, which is great because it's got 300 rubies. All right, let's look at my dragons. Leos. Let's look at Leos. So Leos here, it was a discounted dragon at one time, and it has shown it to be a force to be reckoned with. Probably the best warrior dragon in the game. And warrior has flamethrowers, which is cool. Instead of tap, 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 you just hold your finger down and make it blow up. So, look up here at Leos. My attack power right now is unboosted at 5.3 million. That's a lot. It's a level 23 dragon. Damage per second, 342,000. That's a lot. Health, it's a beast at 4.6 million. Notice down here, under abilities, this dragon is strongest when it's weak. So, its Lion's Rage is a passive ability. As soon as you hit 50% health, it kicks on and bam, that baby just starts killing stuff. And then we're just about, it's tradable. So notice this, attack power is at 5.31. Now, if I hit this button, which I will in a second, move him to level 24, he gets another 849,000 in attack power. That's a lot. Let's hit it, because I like power. And 5.31 to 6.16. That is a strong warrior dragon. He'll just blow up just about everything. So you could see that Leos. I always take the discounted one. It's half off for 2 weeks. Like I said, I have not been disappointed yet with it. I have not. So when the event happens again in the summer, definitely get the discounted one. So those are my dragons down here. Here's Ibrian. I haven't done his XP runs yet. And you can see here, Ibrian does have a rider, the new one. And this right here shows you its strength. Now, this is, I think it's boosted. Is that a boosted? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Take the boost off. So, we just saw Leos at 6 million. Unboosted. This was at 4 million. Unboosted. So, if you were to compare stats for stats, you know, Leos is much stronger right now, but this particular dragon is only at level 20 right now. And I will get him up to 21 tomorrow. And you just got to be patient. Now, there's 2 ways you can get XP. You can buy it, which I don't recommend because, or you could get drops. So hit transfer XP, and I could if I want. I could use the XP bottles because there's over 1 million in XP there, or I could get it from another dragon that has excess. So let's see here. There's a dragon right here, Kelsis. Looks like a bake. Yeah, Kelsis. Oh, no, don't do that. No. Okay, Kelsis. If I want to pay 1,560 rubies, I could use some of, buy it from him. I don't recommend doing that at all. So, all right, let's go and let's get him run his 5. Lower right. We're going to choose a base. Now, if you go and you find XP farms, these are players that have set up farming bases. So this one right here is usually what I'll use for this particular dragon. And it shows 22,004. It actually will give me more at my level. I'm only at level, I think I'm at level 122 right now. So, let's select my dragon. I do use boosts on him, because I'm not very good with others. Sorry. And this is my bet on my ability to operate a hunter dragon. It's really a good dragon. All right. Let's go in. You got to, in order to do a hunter dragon well, use more than one finger. You can shoot more than one shot simultaneously if you use more than one finger. I hit the wrong button. Told you I wasn't very good. And his health is way down. Health. Health. Alright. I've done this base with this dragon many times, but I have you guys in a window right there. Pressure is on. So I've got my health back up to normal, which is great. I hit that red button again. That gives me more rage and more health. I am back to full power just about. The lightning bolts the havoc. It doubles my damage. So obviously you want to press that. It requires 2 rages. Underneath it, they're colored by what Maj Tower it affects them. So blue Maj Tower affects the blue buttons, red the red buttons, and there you go. You just tap. Whew. A little scary there. Felt the pressure from you guys. And then use 3 fingers and watch what happens. Bam. 3 shots simultaneously. That really is the way you're going to work a hunter. And then understand what buttons are there and be very cognizant. It is the hardest dragon to fly because it requires a lot of work for you to understand what button to hit, when to hit it, be cognizant of its health, its rage, etc. So there he's at all right. Hit return. I did an egg mission. Oh, look at that. It's like my food was way down. Whew. My food's back up again. Always level up. Work on your farms. Always level them up. Always have something going in your research. Always. And try to make sure that you have plenty of capacity in your storage house. So our next event is fortification. Focus on not necessarily strength, but support. Don't forget to make sure that you've got adequate supplies whenever you need them. But yeah, that's how you do an XP run. And I got a couple 100,000 XP from it. So let's take a look at our event again. Alright. Go to prizes and ranking. Look at team ranks. This shows you our team ranking. We're at 27. And 5,000 below us is Nano. Black Angels is, well, they've been trying to make a hard charge into our territory, but we fought them off very well. Every time they made any kind of advancement, we pushed them back. And same thing with Awesome Penner, which is right, our Perna, number 8 down there. They've actually been playing a good game. These top 10 are really the ones that have been playing this game. Below this, you start to see teams in gold. 3 teams have not put a point on the board. So I don't understand that. I just don't. But That's up to them. I've been doing a lot of recruiting. We love teaching. Obviously, that's us, Redemption 2 all. We've done a lot of recruiting. We've got some great applicants. I've picked up some really nice players. And really, you don't have to be ranked high. I just want fun players. Because fun players keep everybody engaged. I could pick up a level 100 player. But if they're stupid, or they say stupid things, and they make people upset, or they don't say anything in chat, and they don't contribute to the culture of fun, what good are they to us except for us to move up? The whole point of a game is not just to move up, but is to have fun. I have rescued a number of people from those teams on that list. In this league because they weren't having fun, and they didn't realize that in the right team they can laugh, they can joke, they can banter, they can do anything that they want, and then want to come back. And that's the point. If you're having trouble with engagement with your team, make sure that your chat is engaging and that you help them. If they knew I was online right now, which I don't know if they haven't noticed yet, it would be Charger. Can you back me up? And believe me, I have used hundreds and hundreds of heal potions to do that. In fact, my heal potions are kind of frightfully low right now. Heal potions take an injured dragon and immediately heals them. So let's look at what I did. I had hundreds of chests, but I cashed them in for heal potions because I didn't want to buy it. I do have, look to the right, upper right, that shows you my storehouses, what they've got in them. Rubies, how many rubies I have, and how many eggs that I currently have. So you want to save up your rubies as much as you can, especially if you really. I already have what I want for this event or for this season, but if you want to save them up for the last two weekends of any season, they have sigil chests, and for 5,000 rubies you can get 10 chests. So they all have sigils, although some of them were 25. So. I really never banked a lot from that. I'd rather almost do gold chests, and gold chests gives me a lot of other stuff, as well as a good amount of rubies. Let's look at, for you beginners, again, let's look at a few things here. What is your town hall? This should be a really important spot for you. If you're on a good team, their wiki page will be set up, and it'll have wonderful things for you on it. So here's the breeding event, dragon training event overview, which is feeding event, chests and rubies. I also have how to find XP or chest base via one of our players. Oh, no. As chest rubies down at the bottom, farming by Zach, base building by Zach. And these things right here allow us to inform everybody. So if you want to take time, this is what you want to go into. Let's see, Kingdom War. I know I have a Kingdom War one here. There is Kingdom War. And all I did here was cut and paste from the blog of War Dragons, and I cut and pasted it, and everything that you need to know about this event is here. There should be no excuse for people to be ignorant going into this event, because it was very well explained to all of us. So if you want to know how to, I can take King of the Hill off because we don't need that anymore. It's a dead event. How do I create a pocket ID? How do you join us on line chat? I think is one of these. somewhere. There it is. Please install Line Chat app so we can have more of a community. These are things that a good team will have. Event information. But you know one thing, a lot of people don't realize there's event information for all the events on this already, not in the town hall. That just makes it a one-stop. But if you go down here to the lower right to the cog, press that and hit help. Whoop, move you guys over there. All right, these are all the announcements for the fixes and updates. But notice down here it says events. Here's the events right here. And I don't have all of them, but nonetheless, cut and paste. If you want to put it in your wiki, you can do that. So here's your help information right there. A lot of people didn't know it was there. All right, how do you find an XP farm? Let's go into here, into our town hall, and hit the search glass, the hourglass. And just type in XP farms. XP farms. Hit search. Okay, these are XP farms. So you could just choose one of those. So let's choose that one and hit the I. Now, what you do is find a farm that's within your level. So here's a chest base. That's a great, easy chest base. And it's called chest base. So let's find one, and I'll show you how to save it. Okay, so now I found it. Let's look at it. See what kind of base it is. They got all the Maj towers on the final run, which makes it all your potions will work on this base. So if you like the base, just on the lower right, just add it to your bookmarks. That's all you got to do. Very, very simple. To go back, do not hit the X. Hit the X. Cancel the attack. And shop an XP or a chest base that you like. Alright. What else can I show you guys? My base is medium length. I don't like medium lengths. But this island here, if I was being attacked, I would ignore it. It would delay the dragon enough for me to fortify this area right here. At my level, it's not a bad area. When I got a level 27 ice flak, a level 26 dark flak, 21 ice turret. What is up with that? Fortification event. That baby's going to get bigger. And I know nobody likes ballistas, but hey, it's a 27. You know, I have one ballista, one, and it gives enough poison for my next round. So when you set up a base, it's pretty simple. Have a sequence of events in mind. One, I want to eliminate and weaken their defenses, and that's really what all this is to eliminate and weaken their defenses. When they come around this corner here, they're hit with a level 29 ice turret, level 31 fire turret. Where's my dark flak? Is that my dark flak? Nope, that's not it. Yeah, that's it. I'll show you how to move. Click it, hit the arrow button right there, and just come on down and move it. So, I like dark flak there, more than fire turret. So I move my fire turret 31 there. It's a beast. I'm going to switch it over here. And I'm going to have these here. Now, this is what I call a sniper island. After I've weakened it, the player and basically made it impotent for defenses, as it rounds the corner, all these are within range just about. And this will hurt that dragon a lot, if not kill it. Any gold would die about right here. Now, platinum, depending on the levels of platinum that they're in, could barely make it past it and then come up into this area here by home run. So here I've got another dark flak. I've got a cannon. Cannons are great for popping bubbles. So if they've got a shield, you know, a cannon will pop it, which again eliminates their defenses. I would recommend putting a cannon next to heavy offense so it can go ahead and do its job. But that's that. In the castle, never blind breed. Online at the War Dragons forum, there are breeding guides, and these are opinions of players that have created a map with supposedly a more efficient way to use eggs, which use the eggs to breed. So there's a lot of them. Some you're going to like, some people are going to swear by, some, well, actually everybody swears by their breeding charts. So I've used breeding charts, and I will continue using them all the way to the end. Obviously, I'm here on the just about to enter the sapphire. I'm in gold, just got into gold, and only got, 4 dragons of gold right now. Or no, that's platinum. Yeah, that's platinum. Sorry. That's platinum. 4 dragons of platinum. So, I've got Kelvin in the cooker, which is great. Already in the cooker. And Vulcan will be another one that I need to develop. And here it says you don't have the parents yet. Well, how do you know who the parents are? It's that's kind of what they forgot to do here. That's what breeding guides help you to understand who the parents are, and then if you do breed it, it will create a good line to where you want to go. Hey, let's defend. It's a 186 attacking this particular base. So, I need super shots. Alright. Let's try to get a shot here. Using Equestor. Ooh, a Garnet Equestor, yeah. This base doesn't have a shot against this particular beast. So. And the Equestor is probably the best sorcerer dragon. It does have an Achilles heel. If it comes up against good offense right off the bat, and it can't kill it with 2 thunderbolts, that dragon's dead. So right now I would call the Equestor a great low-level to mid-level sorcerer dragon, or a good cleanup dragon. So, but I'm mid-level, so it works for me. Alright guys, let's go back into Kingdom Wars, see how my team is faring. Okay, we're doing real good still. Again, they're just, you can zoom in, pinch and zoom if you're on a tablet. They're just trying to get our number 1. We had in Culp, all those red dots, we had all those at one time. So, Black Angels are still working it. It's a race neck and neck. Those 2 blue lines are a race to the finish line. Whoever gets there first gets it. Now, personally, I would tell PG that if you lose the tile, you lose your progression. But that progression is going to stay there right now. So even if they take this tile and then try to go into the monument, if we're only like 200 behind, I score, I do a 200 hit, and they're cut off. So it really seems like they should eliminate the progression. Because if you noticed, let me show you, let me pick a tile we might have hit before. Okay, look at that. 3 teams have hit that tile, and all 3 of us have a residual amount of points. That shouldn't happen. Let's look at this one. Residual amount of points, because we're not focusing on that one right now. This one. It's shy. Yes, the twins that are shy. Let's join an event attack and back somebody up. Here's Joe. All right. He can hit a 42. Within his level, this is a really good level for him to engage in. So let's see how Joe does. This is a short base. Short bases are the hardest. He's got no leg, which is a very good warrior dragon. And you see all those frozen crystals? Great spell that dragon has. Really good spell. Yeah, he's going to easily do this base with that dragon. I hate it when they give me the last shot. I don't need the last shot. I'll put Amarok in there. Alright. I gotta put Chunk back in there. Yeah, pop 1,000 rubies for that last slot in there. I just haven't really done it yet. Probably the guy that's lived long enough without it, so. Let's go to the forge here. I will give you a tip about the forge. Always forge 12-hour speed-ups. Forget about the rest of this. Just forget about it. If you've got a 12-hour option, forge those. In the forge, it's the only way to see what inventory you have on most of the stuff that you have. So if you're wondering, okay, on my speed-up, or my heal potions, I only have 20 left. That's all I've got. I've used good 400 on my team. Let's look at here. Oh, dragon attacks boost is 69 of them, and then 97 of the hit points boost. So to be honest, the be careful about stick that in my queue. I don't know what you would actually forge here. That was, something that was worth its time. I mean, death gaze, one death gaze for 10 hours, it ain't worth it. It's one shot. I mean, big whoop. But for 10, for 30, for 10 hours, you can get a 3-hour speed up. 30 hours, I get a 12-hour speed up. That's just better. It's the best value. Join event attack. Joe again. He's got it. He's doing the same base. Alright. I think that's it, guys. It's not my usual stream. This is the actual gaming stream. But I hope you guys have a good time with this. I hope you enjoyed it. The Kingdom Wars. I think it's going to be the best event out of all of them. I really do. It's very well thought out, and I love game board type of challenges like that. So enjoy your War Dragons, and I will see you guys Wednesday, probably. So, all right, take care, guys.